All right, everyone. The most underrated aspect of mewing practice is most definitely the effect of mewing on the neck posture. Probably most people don't give a shit about neck posture when they get into mewing. They just want to change the way their face looks. Or for the rare person who gets into mewing, they want to actually change the way their face functions. Both perfectly legitimate, both interconnected. Form and function are two sides of the same coin. So by changing the way your face looks, you're also changing the way it functions and vice versa. I'm not shitting on anyone who's into mewing because they want to look different. They want to look more like fucking Brad Pitt or whatever. Fine. Perfectly reasonable aspiration. All right? We're all in the game here, and we all have, we all have our needs for what we want to be in life. And if you think that looking different is going to open up doors for you, then fucking go for it, man. I'm not going to sit here and tell you no. But the point of this video is more to say that what most people neglect when they get into mewing is the effect on neck posture, right? A lot of people, they get into mewing and they say, oh, will this even work? Will this change the way my face looks? That actually doesn't even really matter in some sense, because even if you mew like crazy and you don't get any actual results in terms of changing the bone structure of your face, what you are changing is the strength of your tongue and the strength of your neck. And actually, those two are very interconnected. The tongue is connected to the neck. Check out an anatomical diagram. Look up fucking physiology of the tongue, physiology of the neck. The tongue is connected to the neck in all sorts of ways. Like literally, there's direct fucking muscular connections between the tongue and the neck, whether it's through the hyoid bone or otherwise. All these structures are interconnected, and you can even feel this. If you work the tongue enough, you're going to feel a burn at the back of your neck. Someone was saying in the comments the other day that if you tongue chew thoroughly, which is to say that while chewing your food, you consciously use your tongue, you consciously masticate that food by pressing it up against the roof of your mouth with your tongue. And you can tongue chew gum as well, which is just to say you press the gum or the food up onto the roof of your mouth using your tongue, and this strengthens the tongue. Well, he was saying if you do this enough, you're going to feel a burn in the occipital region of your neck, which is to say the base of your neck back here. This is... You work your tongue enough, you'll feel a burn back there. So it's really important to work the neck via working the tongue, because this is how we establish strong, sturdy necks. And strong, sturdy necks are not only important for looks, but they're important for function. A strong, straight neck looks good, it looks proper, and a strong, sturdy neck functions good. It's going to protect you against concussions if you're in a contact sport, or just from damaging nerves in your neck, which could lead to a headache condition like the one I dealt with. I believe occipital neuralgia, which was my headache condition, was caused slowly but steadily throughout my life by the fact that my neck was so weak and flimsy because I did not have proper tongue posture. And so I had fucking bottleneck syndrome, where, you know, I went through life like this, right? Anytime I hit a bump in the car, boom. Anytime I was doing any kind of exertion, playing basketball, right, and sprinting around, I was like, boom, 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 bobblehead. Fucking every time I took a step, my neck, because it was so flimsy, because I didn't have mewing established, I didn't have my tongue pressed up on the roof of my mouth, which makes the neck sturdy. So every time I moved my neck, I basically started accumulating micro injury to my neck. When you mew, when you create an intraoral vacuum, you seal your lips, you move the saliva to the back of your mouth, and then you swallow the saliva. All while your lips are sealed, you create an intraoral vacuum, and then on that last swallow, when you swallow the saliva into your stomach, the ass of the tongue comes up, you hold it up there in the intraoral vacuum, lips still sealed. That's mewing. That's mewing. And if you're in that position, if you've got that tongue pressed up on the roof of the mouth in that intraoral vacuum, your neck is fucking solid as a fucking steel beam. All right? So That's where you want to be, all right? Football players, they're told, always keep your mouth closed. They wear that mouthpiece to make sure they're always biting, right? But I don't think it's enough to tell athletes to just bite down. I think they also need to be told, keep your mouth closed and keep the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Boxers are known to never open their mouths when they're boxing, because if you get fucking clipped with your mouth open, you're done, man. Your neck is just gonna go. But if you can keep your tongue pressed up on the roof of the mouth, you can endure a tremendous amount of blows to your head, because your neck is going to be so rigid because of your tongue posture that the muscles of the neck are going to absorb the brunt of those blows, and you will not suffer for it. I remember seeing on YouTube a while back, and you might be able to find this yourself, Shaolin monk gets punched in the face, and there's this epic video of this, I guess it's a kickboxing match. It's not quite an MMA fight because they've got like pretty padded gloves on. But there's this dude, and I guess he's a Shaolin monk. And at one point in the fight, it's like the fucking 8th round or something. And this dude just puts his gloves down and he just puts his chin out and he lets the other guy punch him like 8 times. And you can see his mouth is closed and he makes his neck really long and really, really rigid. And he's got his mouth closed. You can tell he's got his tongue pressed up on the roof of his mouth. And dude, he just gets slugged like 8 times in the face, right? And his head barely even moves. He's just like... And this other dude is a professional fighter dropping haymakers on this guy's face. And the Shaolin monk just takes it. And I had already been into mewing when I saw that video a couple years ago. And I was just like, okay, this dude has got his tongue pressed up on the roof of his mouth. That's how he's able to endure these blows, because he's got a strong tongue posture and a strong neck. To summarize this video, even if you're too old to create changes in your bone structure with mewing, it is still important to mew to strengthen your neck, to straighten your neck, to prevent your neck from getting injured. Neck posture is good for aesthetics. A straight, strong neck looks better. The muscles in your neck will start to look more defined. And a straight, strong neck is functional. It'll prevent micro-injury, which could lead to something like occipital neuralgia, like I dealt with over the long term. So mew not just for changes to your facial structure, mew for changes to your neck posture and your neck strength as well. That's it for now. Peace out.